All right, we start with beautiful music, uplifting to the heart, to the mind, to the body, to the soul. And then we got this smoothie going on. So it's a little bit messy in my kitchen because I'm doing like 3 different things at once. First of all, we're doing a honeydew. It's not that big of a honeydew. I know it looks like a lot in my blender, but if you can see, this wasn't that big. And that's just the extra just in case. It will grind down and it might be about to here, so I might have to add more. So we're just going to do honeydew, get a nice one ripe. Do non-GMO organic if you can. I live in a little town and I have never seen actual honeydew that was labeled non-GMO or organic around me. So do your best. And this is not my favorite coconut cream or milk. It's okay, but sometimes it has like an oily taste to it instead of just a nice vanilla cream type taste. But I had to have it because the other one was out of stock. All right, so you just cut off your melon, put it in your blender. As you can see, I use just a regular blender. It works fine. Blend this first, and then you add a little bit of cream to the taste because honeydew is nice, but the last 2 I had were kind of sweet but not real potent in flavor. So you don't want to knock the flavor out with just the cream. So you just add a little cream at a time. All right? And before I do that, I want to show you something. So I make garden videos. I started a garden this year. Flowers, veggies, herbs, what else? Melons. And the reason I did melons is because the lady across the street had given me a cantaloupe and a honeydew. And I dried the seeds. I washed them off. I dried them off. And 24 hours later, 3 days later, whatever it was, I threw in the seeds and they're coming up. It's been about a month and the cantaloupe is massive, huge. Not the cantaloupe, but the plant itself. It's flowering and everything. The honeydew probably did about a week later. That's coming up really nice too. Now, I had checked on the internet to see what they say. And they say that you should wash them, dry them, put them in an envelope and wait till next year to give them a chance to, I forget the word they used. I don't know. That they would come up the next year and not this year if you put them in the ground. Well, out of the 3 or 4 things that I checked out of these women's site, they were wrong because they have come up and they're, producing huge plants and flowers. So keep that in mind. And I did that with tomatoes organic, and I did that with red bell pepper organic. I forget what else, something else. So when you buy from the store, do that. I even got watermelon growing in my pots, like in a rectangle, 2-foot long container, and that's coming up. So think of all the things you can grow on your own and for your neighbors if you get together. And maybe if you live in good weather, like I don't live in good weather all year round, but just think of how much food you can grow and how easy it is to grow and how much people, wouldn't suffer around the world if we really smartened up and started doing stuff like this. All right, hold on. Okay, so that's where it left me. Actually, a little lower than I thought. So I'll go ahead and cut that up and add it in. And then throw a little cream. You can taste it now. I put the melon in the fridge for a little bit so it's cool. But I would recommend not putting too much ice in it unless you don't want to take the flavor away. You can add a few ice cubes, or you can just put it in the fridge and let it chill for a while and then do that. And again, just use the cream limited. You might like it like this. I like it like this because it does have a thick creaminess to it already. But I like a hint of cream in it. It just brings out like a nice flavor. It brings like almost like a vanilla flavor to the melon. It's really awesome. All right, so just a little bit more than this spoon is that I put in. Show you the consistency. It's actually a little bit thicker than that when you pour it into a glass. And like I said, just use a little bit of that. So I was thinking of something while I was doing this. You could probably, either before the cream or after the cream, you could probably pour this into like ice cube tray or what's it called? Popsicle sticks for yourself or the kids. It'd probably work out real well with that. And just to show you what I was talking about here, I don't want to get them wet or anything. So you see red bell pepper seeds that I still have. Now I planted a ton. I got a ton growing in the garden. Red bell pepper that organic, one that's not organic, cantaloupes, honeydew. Now I'll have more honeydew. And golden hammy and yellow peppers. So I grow as much as I can in my pots and outside. As you can see, if you watch the garden videos, you'll see the cantaloupe and the melons, how awesome they work. All right, so that's just a quick little awesome drink. Let it chill in the fridge for a little bit, blend it up again, it's awesome. Oh, and you know what? I'm not adding it now, but like I say all the time, I'll drink it like this. I'm out of my plant vitamins, which would have been in here, but I don't have them right now. I'm waiting for them. But I'll put in later on maybe like a tablespoon of sunflower seeds and hemp, and maybe just a little bit of chia to get some nutrition in there, and grind it up. And I know already offhand, because I've done it before, what the limits are, you know, where it won't wipe out the taste and texture. All right, so that's another great thing you can do. You can do hemp, chia, ground up poppy, and the sunflower or flax or pumpkin. Just like I said, just add it slowly so you don't lose the flavor. All right, if you're watching this back home, lots of love to you, or lots of love to everyone anyway. All right, bye-bye.